Physical books or ebooks?
When I read a book, I have to hold the pages. I can't have ebook. But I listen to a lot of books. I need to have pages in my hand.
Yeah.
You know that from when we worked together.
Sure. You always had this biblical scroll sitting there with the answer to every question you could ever think of. Okay, paperback or hardcover? Paperback, always.
Doesn't matter. Just give me the book.
Reading in bed, though, with the hardcover, you can't flip it around.
Yeah, but you don't have to lay down and do it like that.
True.
Prop yourself up.
This is why I fall asleep whenever I open a book.
Pillows. That is a problem for me. I can't read a book in the day.
Yeah.
I'm asleep. Bookmarks or dog-eared pages? I'm not going to have dog-eared pages. I have too much regard for books. I have little Post-its usually. What about you?
Strangely, my bookmark is usually like a gum wrapper.
A gum wrapper?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You don't like that?
Well, no. It's Post-its.
And then you do little notes on the Post-its.
Well, no. So I put a little Post-it at the beginning of the chapter, and I go and I put a Post-it at the end of the chapter. It gives me like a goal. I count halfway through the book, and I turn a little bit of that corner of when I'm halfway through.
Cool. Where'd you come up with that?
I don't know. It's like some goal-oriented thing, and I think it probably came from the fact that I had such a hard time reading. Oh, look, I'm almost at my Post-it.
Yeah.
I can stop soon.
Little flagpoles.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal that.
Okay, good.
Do audiobooks count as reading?
Yes!
Yes!
Absolutely. I have listened to so many really, really great books.
Yeah. If you listen to an audiobook and then you're telling somebody about it, when do you say, oh, I just read this book? Or do you say, oh, I just listened to this book?
I usually say I just read it and hope they don't call me on it.
Yeah. Me too.
Because then they think I didn't really read it, but you really did.
Yeah.
If you're going through your day and you're driving or you're gardening or you're doing the dishes, I'm so locked into that world. It's almost like more than if I was reading it.
Right, yeah.
If I were reading it, I probably would have fallen asleep.
Right, yes.
Do you listen to books?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a slow reader. And I drive a lot. And so now I can...
Doesn't that work well?
It works so well.
Yeah.
I love it. Is it okay to not finish a book?
Pretty much, right?
I had a big breakthrough moment because when I was in high school, I worked at this bookstore called Diamond Books. Me and my buddy Kyle were janitors there, and
you were janitors in a bookstore?
Yes. Michael Diamond.
He's the one that owned the store?
Yeah. He gave us book assignments, and we had a 3-person book club called Reading for Winners. He blew my mind because I would always be so fixated on having to finish a book. Certain books are like, it feels like they were written for you.
Yeah.
And they're out there, and I remember him telling me, like, there are way too many books in the world. You'll never be able to read them all. He painted above the bookstore, a book can change your life. Such a simple phrase, but always I walked in and looked at that every day. But he was like, if it's not hooking you, then it's for somebody else. And drop it so that you have more time to find the one that's going to change your life.
Wow, I wish I'd heard that a long time ago.
I know, I wish I had heard it sooner.
I feel guilty if I don't finish it.
Me
and
too.
I'd sit there next to my bed and look at it and go, oh, I feel so bad.
I know, me too.
What is one book you would recommend to everyone? The Bible? I don't know, little Lulu comic books are pretty darn good when I was a kid. There is no such thing as a book for everyone.
Yeah, no.
A cookbook.
Even that's gonna happen.
The Joy of Cooking. The old Joy of Cooking.
My mom always had that one.
Yeah, and you know what? You can find a recipe in there that you're gonna like.
That's true.
Of course, Remarkably Bright Creatures is also very, very good.
Talking about this movie and this book with people from all different areas of the world,
my
at
goodness.
different ages and genders, and they find something within this book that they really connect to.
That's great.
Yeah, so Joy of Cooking and Remarkably Bright Creatures. That's pretty much the only two that we can really stand behind.